Howdy guys, Veno here and welcome to another entry in AM Ramblings with Veno. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you're doing really good. I'm actually doing really good right now, quite warm actually. I've had the heating on most of the day. Actually worked from home today, going to be working home again tomorrow. Got a few work from home days sort of stocked up, so to speak, so why not use them as we're getting towards the end of the month. I'm currently sat here watching a video on the Martha is Dead Collector's Edition for the PS5. I'm heavily considering getting that for payday next week. So I'm actually get paid on the 31st, Halloween. I've also got Halloween off. We'll go on to that in a moment. So I'm actually looking at some unboxing videos of it, and it looks absolutely brilliant. I think it is. A lot of people are saying it's one of the best collector's editions that's ever been released. I'll agree with that. I'm trying to think if there's been a better collector's edition. I've had quite a few collector's editions over the years, and there have been some that are pretty damn awesome. But I think this is one of the best. I'm going to take a nice swig of milk. That was a good swig of milk in the obligatory mug. I'm trying to think what that mug is called. So what I thought I'd do in this video is have a bit of a ramble, as these videos are. It's currently 5 to 2 AM. As I've said in previous entries into this series, 3 AM Ramblings with Veno isn't literal. Doesn't mean I'll do these at 3 AM. It's just a concept, and people seem to enjoy them. It's actually a concept. Ages ago, I did a random video, and that was at 3 AM in the morning. And then while I was at work the next day, a colleague came up to me and said, "What is it with you and 3 AM and doing videos and stuff like that?" And I was like, I don't know. I just felt, the urge to do it. And he sort of said, "You know what? I quite enjoy your 3 AM in the morning videos." Shout out to Sam, by the way, if you still watch my videos, bud. But yeah, so I thought it became its thing. It became its own thing. Luke seems to enjoy these quite a bit. Quite a few people seem to enjoy these 3 AM rambles. So why not? Why not give the people what they want when it comes to these videos? So what I thought I'd do in this video is give my impressions of Sparking Zero, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, my first impressions of Silent Hill 2 Remake, because obviously I was going to do that in its own dedicated video. Still am going to do that in a dedicated video. It's just for those, the hardcore fans that watch these rambling videos. You'll be able to see a sneak peek, a first preview, if you will, and then later on I'll do the dedicated video for all the other people that will most likely watch. And I keep hiccuping and watch that one. So, first of all, Silent Hill 2 Remake. Amazing. That's the word that I just think. Sound design. Acting. Soundtrack. Graphics. Chef's kiss. There are some parts of the remake that are shot for shot, like the original Silent Hill 2 when it released 20 odd years ago at this point. But it's so well done. It is really well done. I'm actually coming towards the end of the game. Luke has just completed it recently, but it is so good. Really enjoying playing it, and just everything. I mean, the story of Silent Hill 2, at this point everyone knows the story of Silent Hill 2, because obviously it is. All they expand upon are some of the interior locations, and some of the puzzles take a bit longer to complete than they did in the original. So there's not much more to talk about than that. I'm not going to spoil Silent Hill 2 here for anybody, but obviously the story it's the same story that was told 20 odd years ago when Silent Hill 2 first came out. It's still a masterpiece. It will never not be a masterpiece. The game deals with extremely adult heavy themes. If you don't know about some of the themes it deals with, you owe it to yourself to do a bit of research. There are psychologists that have done case studies on the Silent Hill 2 and its impact and what it explores. And such a good game. Such a good game. And the remake just brings it into the 21st century, so to speak. And it is, again, chef's kiss. That's all I can really say is chef's kiss. I can't give it a higher recommendation than that. It is a masterpiece, and of its own right, the remake itself is a masterpiece. It takes the original game, expands upon it. Some people may turn around and say that it maybe pads it out a bit too much. The original game you can complete in 8 hours. This is about 18 hours long, give or take, depending on how long it takes you to complete it. So it's about double the length of the original. Some people could say that Blooper Team have padded the game out, but I would say everything there seems to be top notch in so many different ways. Looking forward to playing through it again with New Game Plus, because you get a chainsaw in the New Game Plus. That's going to be fun to play with a chainsaw. And I'm looking to finding the rifle. Spoiler alert, by the way. The rifle. There are some different varieties of enemies in the game, such as the classic nurse. You get a knife-wielding nurse, which I do believe is new to the remake, rather than just the pipe-wielding nurse. You get a knife-wielding nurse. And they have, some of the enemies are new for the remake. But by and large, it's the same story as before, just expanded out. Absolutely fantastic. Moving on to Sparking Zero. I've completed Goku's episode battle campaign, story mode, whatever it may be. That game is fantastic. It is a love letter to DB fans. It's a love letter to Budokai / Budokai Tenkaichi fans. It's so good. The controls are exactly what you want them to be. Yes, they're rather basic, but in order to pull off some of the moves that you pull off in the game that are very similar to the ones that are pulled off in the TV show and the anime, then it makes sense. It's so fun. I didn't realise that I've already played it for 10 hours. I've kind of just been sucked into it after buying it over the weekend. Completely sucked into it. And just having an absolute blast playing it. I've checked out the tournament modes. I've checked out the episode battles. Me and Luke played online versus each other. It's just, it really is just a love letter. And it is, in its design, very retro in its design. And there are some people who aren't going to be too pleased or happy with its design. It's not balanced, and it's not meant to be balanced. It's just meant to be some good fun. And that's what it is. You can boot it up. You can have a few playthrough episodes or play a few matches, whatever it may be, and just have a blast. Pun fully intended. Have a Kamehameha blast, if you will. It's everything I wanted it to be and more. Transformations are back, because I don't think transformations have been in a DB fighter for a while. Transformations are back. It really is good. I can't praise it enough, but I should state I'm a lifelong DB fan or DBZ fan. So obviously those that aren't DB fans may be a bit more of a harder sell. But if you're a DB fan in any way, shape or form, check it out. You've got 180 odd characters in there. I have bought the Ultimate Edition, so I've got the Season Pass and some other bits and bobs included in the version that I've got. So I'm looking forward to the next DLC drop, which is the next load of characters. There's going to be 3 DLC drops at some point in the near or not so near future, so to speak, and up to 20 characters are going to come from DLC. That's going to be 200 characters. Yes, Goku himself takes up like 19 slots on it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Absolutely wonderful. Very much enjoying it. And I'm looking forward to, if I do decide to get it, getting Master of the Collector's Edition, playing through that. That's a very short game. To be honest, there is going to be potentially a slight change to next month when it comes to what I'm going to be getting. Probably going to be getting Martha is Dead. I'm probably going to be getting the external drive, not external drive. Is it external drive? The add-on drive for the PlayStation 5 Pro, because I do still plan on getting the PS5 Pro at the end of November when I get paid and I get the back pay from work. So I need to have the disc drive with it, because Martha is Dead is going to be the physical edition. So I do need to have a disc drive. I've just sold all my disc-based PlayStation games to CEX, and I'm just going to go ahead and buy a disc drive anyway. It doesn't matter. I'll rebuy those as time goes on. It is what it is at the end of the day. So that's the plan at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to take some money from this month and put it into next month, basically, to help pay for Martha is Dead. Yeah, so that's the plan as it currently stands, and you got my feelings on Sparking Zero and the Silent Hill 2 remake. Until next time, guys, please take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Ta-ra.